Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. As you know, we are kind of in the middle of wedding season, so it's pretty busy. So in today's video, I just want to talk about my 5 top tips when it comes to filming your first wedding. You know, you might be nervous, excited, and you know, not really sure where to start. So I've got 5 tips for you. Tip number 1. Prep the night before. It might sound stupid or actually sound like common sense, but if you prep the night before, you've got nothing to worry about, you know, on the day of the wedding, especially if you might have to travel early. I'm actually going to release a video next week about how I prep and just go through in order. And you know, I'm talking about when it comes down to the drone, my audio equipment, filming equipment, everything like that. So I've got a video next week. So, you know, please subscribe and like, and you know, that video might help you out. Tip number 2. Get there on time, or if not, even earlier. So, you know, you might have bride preps at 8 AM. Make sure you're at the venue by 8 AM, if that's where the bride prep's happening. If not, you know, you might get there, aim 15 minutes before, and you can always sit in your car outside the venue or get out, have a look at the venue. But you know, you don't want to show up late. Tip number 3, and this is a big one. You might not even think it on the day, but you need to stay hydrated and make sure you're eating. So you might have in your contract, you know, the couple provide you with a meal sort of throughout the day, but sometimes they might not be eating till 5 PM, and you've been with bride prep since 9 AM, 8:30, ceremony's not till 2. So you need to make sure that you've eaten and stayed hydrated, because all of a sudden you'll be not concentrating, feeling a bit woozy. So a little tip for you, this is what I do. If you drive, I have a cooler box, fill it with ice. Well, I actually put the ice in the bag at the bottom, and then I make sure I've got a sandwich. I usually go to Tesco's to get a little meal deal. So I've got a sandwich, I have a fizzy drink to give you a bit of energy, so I usually have a Dr. Pepper. That's my go-to drink. Water, a packet of crisps and a chocolate bar, just something you can easily munch on. And then depending on what time the ceremony is and what's happening, around sort of 11:30 till 1, around that sort of time, I'll make sure I've had my lunch and had plenty of water, especially before the ceremony, because you don't want to start the ceremony hungry, you know, tummy rumbling, all of that. So yeah, make sure you stay hydrated and you eat lots. And it is a long day. So again, when you're sort of filming guests, you know, just go to the bar, get a drink of water. Sometimes venues have like water stations already there, so you can just don't need to queue up at the bar. I've even had venue managers come up to me, oh, you need a Coke or anything? And always take them up on the offer. Don't go, oh no, I'll just have a water. Have a Coke, because again, it gives you that little bit of sugar to get you through the rest of the day. It's almost there. Tip number 4, be personal with all guests. Have a laugh with them. Don't be that grumpy videographer. You know, chat with them, because a lot of guests there will be getting married themselves. Have a laugh with like the bride's mum, even the groom's mum, so that they remember you. When they're watching back the video, they'll be like, oh, I remember how good Nick was filming our wedding, oh, he was so funny. And you know, all of that, because there will be a lot of guests there probably getting married in the next year to 5 years. And some people don't have a clue where to start with wedding planning and like to go on recommendations. So if they see you being professional, but you know, being nice, having a laugh with them, having a chat, that really does go a long way in getting those referrals. So tip number 5, last tip, and this is a big one. Make sure you hit record on all your equipment. So that might be your A cam, your B cam, all your audio devices, because you might have backups. So if you haven't seen any of my other videos, I've done some great videos talking about audio equipment. So please go check those out. But you know, you need backups or your backup. So make sure you've hit record. You know, especially at the ceremony, the important bit where you might be rushing in, quickly setting up, loads of things going on in your head, especially if this is your first wedding. So make sure you're hitting record on all the equipment, and then when you're standing there filming the bride coming down the aisle, just make sure you've hit record. Because if you miss that little bit, you know, first 5-10 seconds, not too bad, you can use a bit of editing and get around that. But if you realise you haven't hit record on your camera and they're halfway through the vows, well, that is bad, and you'll probably have to give some sort of discount or a full refund, and you probably won't get any future work out of that as well. So always hit record on every single piece of equipment. And I've got one little extra tip for free. So this is number 6, and it is have fun. It's going to be a long day, could be a 12 to 14 hour day. Some bits do slow up, but have fun, get on with the photographer. If you're having a good laugh with them, especially if you just pause for eating some food, it's a great time to have a chat. Just have fun, enjoy it, and you'll look forward to the next one. So this was just a quick video on my top tips, especially if you're just getting into wedding videography, or even if you're a seasoned pro and you know it is easy to forget some of these things. You might even be saying to yourself right now, oh yeah, I always get dehydrated at weddings. So just make sure you're drinking plenty of water, eating food, and yeah, they're my tips. So as usual, I've got loads more videos coming out because we're deep in wedding season. As you can imagine, I'm pretty busy, so I'm trying to get out probably at least one video at the moment per week. Ideally it will be 2, but you know, I've got an 11-week-old baby, 3-year-old girl. Family time's important as well, so I'm trying to spend a bit of time with them as well as working and filming all these weddings. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.